Okay, I got the Gallant in the garage today for an oil change. I've just driven the car so it's nice and warm. The engine's still hot. You want to change your oil whenever it's warm. It just flows out a lot easier. You're going to get a lot of the old oil out that you wouldn't have gotten out if the engine was cold. You just drained it. So it's nice and warm. I'm going to get the car up in the air. I have some ramps here. You can use ramps or just a jack if you want. If you're using a jack, make sure you use jack stands. Don't ever get under a car that's held up just by a jack. Make sure you're using stands. And no matter what you're using, always block the rear wheels with bricks or wheel chocks or whatever you have, just in case, just to be safe. So we're going to get this up in the air and we can get started. Don't forget to block your rear wheels. You can go ahead and find your oil filler cap. Take that off, unscrew it, set it aside, and pop your dipstick if you like too. That's just going to let air get into the crankcase and let that old oil drain out a lot easier. Okay, now you want to get under the car. Find your oil pan so you can take the drain plug out. This is my oil pan here. I already have the wrench sitting on the drain plug. There's my oil filter right here. We'll be changing that after the oil is drained out. But for right now, we're just going to take this plug out and drain the old oil. I already have my pan set up down here. So we're just going to unscrew this and let the oil drain. Little tip so you don't get oil all over yourself. When you're unscrewing this plug, hold pressure on it in so that once the threads finally do let go, you'll still be holding that oil back. Okay, I can feel it's completely disengaged from the threads now, so I'll just pull it away quick. And I didn't get any oil on myself. So there's all the old oil draining out. Lots of nasty oil. This oil's been in here for about a year. Haven't changed it in a year, but I've only gone about 2,000 miles in the past year, so that's fine. It's not going to hurt anything leaving the oil in the car for that long. It's synthetic oil. This is Castrol Syntec that was in there. So we're just going to let that drain. I'm going to go over here to the oil filter. Luckily my oil filter is right next to the oil pan, so I can take both off at the same time. Take the plug out of here, take the oil filter off, and let everything drain all at once. So I'm just going to unscrew my oil filter here. It's good that you take the oil filter off while the drain plug for the pan is out, because once you unscrew this, that's going to let more air in there and it's going to allow more oil to drain out anyways. So if you can't take both off at the same time, after this is done draining, put the plug back in, take the filter off and let that drain, then take the plug back out, because I can almost guarantee you more oil is going to come out once you undo your oil filter. So I'm just going to let some of that excess run out of there. Then I'll take it the whole way off, just trying to not get too messy here. You can use rubber gloves if you want, which I should be doing, but I like to do things the hard way. If you have a problem getting this filter off, there's the old oil filter. If you have a problem getting that filter off, they make all kinds of different wrenches and stuff to unscrew these. This K&N filter has a nice, there's a nut built right onto the bottom of the can, so if you can't get it off, you can wrench it off. But I do all my own oil changes, so I know it's not going to be on there super ridiculously tight. I'm not going to have problems getting it off since I always change my own oil. I'll show you those different types of wrenches you can get if you need them. So we're just going to let that drain, and in the meantime I'll show you those wrenches. Okay, here's a couple different kinds of oil filter wrenches you can use. This is basically just a strap wrench. Get it on there, wrap it as tight as you want for different sized oil filters, and twist it right off. This is probably the most common kind, basically just pliers. They adjust to fit a couple different sizes. I probably use these more than any other kind. And there's ones that go on the end. This one adjusts to a bunch of different sizes. Whenever you turn your ratchet and get it on there, when you turn it, the more you turn, the tighter it gets. And you can really get them off there pretty easy with this kind of tool. These aren't expensive, about $5 to $10 a piece, and they really come in handy. Okay, we can prep our oil filter to go on now. Basically, we're just going to fill it up with oil. A lot of people, a lot of places don't do this, but this is going to help the engine from starting dry. There's already going to be oil in the filter ready to go, so it's not going to have that couple seconds when you first start it up where it runs dry. Now my filter, it goes vertical on my car like this, so I can fill it the whole way to the top, or almost to the top, and it's not going to spill out on me. But on your car, maybe it goes horizontal, sideways like that or something. In that case, you're not going to be able to fill it up. Don't worry about it. What you can do though is you can still pour some oil in. You can maybe fill it halfways, and then just sort of roll it and let that oil soak into the filter inside. It's not going to be full of oil, but at least that paper filter inside will be saturated. So you can still stick this on the car horizontal if that's how it goes on your car, and it's not going to leak all out on you. But like I said, for mine, it's completely vertical up and down like this, so I'll fill it up a couple times, let it soak down in. You can see it's sort of all the air is coming out of it. I'm going to lubricate the rubber seal, this O-ring on the filter. That just keeps it from sticking next time you got to take this off, and it also helps make a good seal so that the oil doesn't leak out. Just going to rub a little bit of that oil on there, fill it up again because the paper filter soaked a lot of that oil up, and I want it pretty much full when I go to put this on. It's not going to hurt if you don't fill it up with oil, but like I said, it's going to help that engine from running dry on your first start after you change your oil. You take your car to a garage or a quick lube place or something like that, I can guarantee you they're not going to fill up your filler with oil. They're, you know, there to get you in and out and get paid and make their money, get the next car in. So that's all filled up. It's ready to go back on the car. I'm just going to clean off the area on the engine block where the oil filter mates up to. Just going to clean some of that dirty oil out of there. Get it nice and dry and cleaned up. Wipe off the threads here. Clean up all around it so that it's ready. We already got the oil in the new oil filter filled up, And we'll be ready to put that back on. Okay, now we can put on our new oil filter. Just gonna get it on there. I'm gonna spin it backwards first a little bit. This will keep you from cross-threading it. Once you feel it click into place when you're spinning it backwards, that's the first thread catching, so you can then spin it on clockwise, and you know you won't be cross-threading it. Now I want to mention how tight to put this on. That rubber seal has just touched this metal part of the engine block. Now once it's touched that, you only need to turn it maybe a half to a full turn. That's all the tighter it needs to be. I see guys putting wrenches and stuff on here. It's absolutely not necessary. It's just going to make it a nightmare to get off next time. And actually, the tighter you put this on, you can actually cause a leak by squeezing that gasket too hard. So tighter isn't always better. Hand tight is fine. You can see that I can still turn this back and forth by hand with ease. That's all the tighter it has to be. Leave it alone. If it's not leaking, it's tight enough. Now we're going to put the plug back in the oil pan, and we'll be ready to fill it up. Just wanted to mention a quick little thing about these drain plugs before I put this back on. This is the oil pan plug. Now sometimes these plugs are magnetic, which this one is. So you're going to see a little bit of metal particles and stuff stuck on there. It's nothing to worry about. Just wipe the plug off really good before you put it back on. Also, some oil plugs will have these gaskets on them, which you should change. I mean, it's not absolutely, critical that you change this. You're probably not going to get a leak if you would reuse this. But I have a new one here. I always change mine. These are just nylon. They come in copper and aluminum too. The nylon ones are the cheapest. So if you see it, your car or your truck or whatever has one of them gaskets, it's a good idea. Just change it. And like I said, wipe all that grit and those metal particles off the magnet if it's a magnetic plug. The way to tell if it's magnetic, just stick a freaking wrench on it or something. Not all of them have this little magnet sticking out. Some of them are just internal, so you can't see it. So put our new little gasket on here. Put that back on. Okay, we'll put our drain plug back in now. Just give it a quick wipe once more. Grab our plug, our new gasket, and just screw that in. Snug it up by hand. Go ahead and take your wrench. Just snug that up as well. Again, you don't have to put 950 foot-pounds of torque on this, okay? Just snug it up. The gasket's going to keep it from leaking. So just like the oil filter, don't go crazy on it, just snug it. That's as far as it needs to be. If it's not leaking, when we check it at the end, it's tight enough. So now we can fill up the car with new oil and we'll be ready to go. By the way, when you're under the car doing this, it's a good time to check out the underside of the car. Look for any other problems. Check your exhaust, make sure there's no holes in it and shit like that, Check everything you can under the car. If you see something that looks like it might be a problem or whatever, you can fix that while you're under here, or, at least you know about it. So I always check around everything, check your lines, everything that you can look at. Might as well, you're already under the car. Alright, let's fill this thing up. Okay, now we can fill up our new oil here. Now my car takes about 4.5 quarts of oil. You can find out by looking at your owner's manual how much oil you need, the viscosity, 5W30, 10W30, whatever. You can find that all out in your owner's manual. So I'm just going to add my new oil here. This is a 5-quart jug, so taking into consideration the oil I put in the filter already, I'm going to put a little less than 4 quarts in here. Pour it in. You don't want to put too much because the only way you can get it out is by taking out the drain plug. Put in a little bit less. You can always fill it up. It's easy filling it, hard taking it out if you put too much. Check my jug here. Okay, we'll try that. Wipe up any spilled oil. A little rag here. Put your cap back on. Go ahead and start it up. Get underneath and look for any leaks while you have it up on the ramps or on their jack stands. If you don't have any leaks, go ahead and back it down off the ramps and shut the car down once it's off the ramps. So that's what I'm going to do now. Don't forget to push your dipstick tube back closed before you start it up either. Okay, so I didn't see any leaks, so I've taken the car down off of the ramps and it's been sitting for about 10 minutes. I'm just going to check the oil level on the dipstick here. You want to let the car sit for 5 or 10 minutes before you check the level to give all that oil a chance to drain back down into the pan so you can get an accurate reading. Just going to check it out real quick here. And I'm right on the mark. Probably can't see that, but it's right between, it's right on the upper notch. So we're good to go here. This is also a good time to check your air filter. Get under the hood of the car. Check all your other fluids. Check your washer fluid, your brake fluid, your coolant, things like that. I've already looked at all that. Mine's pretty good. I can just look at my air filter. So that's nice and clean. So we're ready to go. This is every oil change. It's just good for the car. This is complete fuel system cleaner. It's called Gum Out Regain. It's about $5. Use it at every oil change. Just dump it into a full tank of gas. It'll clean everything out. Make sure everything's nice and spick and span. Get all that carbon varnish build up out of the engine. Complete fuel system. So I always use that. Don't forget to write down your gas mile or your gas mileage. Write down your mileage whenever you did your oil change, so you don't forget when you have to change it next. Okay, we're just going to get everything cleaned up now. I wanted to mention one quick thing before I go. If you're really environmentally friendly, these oil filters, you can turn them upside down and think that they're empty. But modern oil filters have what's called anti-drain back valves built into them, and they basically do just that. They keep the oil inside the filter so that whenever you start your car, there's always oil in it. So if you want to get out as much of the oil as you can to take it to recycle, simply turning it over isn't going to get it out. Take a screwdriver or something like that, and you got to poke a hole in it. Once you poke a hole in it, lets the air in it, and a lot more oil comes out. you have a cup or more of oil in there. You stick it upside down or whatever. See the oil coming out. See all that. And you can get a lot more oil out. Let that drain for a good while, and then you can throw the filter away. Take your oil, your old oil, to a place that will recycle it. I know Advanced Auto Parts does. That's where I take mine. I have a couple of jugs over there ready to go. AutoZone also takes it. Walmart takes it. Some garages will probably take it too. So don't dump it on the ground. Recycle it like you should. Don't dump it in your backyard or down the drain or something. So that's it. I'm going to get all this cleaned up. Take that down to Advance and dump it in their barrel to be recycled. Clean up, and that's going to finish our project for today. It's not hard to do. It takes a little bit of time, but you can do it yourself. You can save a lot of money by doing your own oil changes. And by doing them yourself, you know that they're done right. They're done with good quality oil and good oil filters as well. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video.